Hey everybody, and welcome back to T-Chill Silver and Such. It's been a great week. I appreciate everybody commenting on the videos and subscribing. We're quickly climbing up. We're over 100, and I've got the first ounce of silver in the silver giveaway, which, as I mentioned before, it is a Silvertown 1 ounce 3/9 fine silver round. So we're on our way to adding that second ounce to this, and that's very exciting. This week I wanted to go over, I have a bunch of stuff laid out here. I wanted to go over why right now is probably one of the worst times to sell any of your silver. So I kind of have a smorgasbord of silver here of all different types. I got British, I got Royal Canadian, I got Mexican, I got US. But the thing about it is, right now, I've seen people do it, time and time again. It's like, oh, well, I need a little bit of money for this, or I need a little bit of money for that. And they go in, and I've seen several coin shops that will pay money, or like $1 or $2 back of spot, or maybe just pay them spot price. Normally with, Britannias, or if you have Maple Leafs or something like that, you have a nice little premium to fall back on. But the premiums on these are quickly diminishing. I've been to several coin shops that will only give me maybe $2 or $3 over spot for Maples or Britannias. If it's going to be a generic silver round, they may not even give you spot for it, and maybe a couple dollars back of spot. And that is what I want to mention today. Excuse me, because a lot of people, it pains me to say it, but a lot of people get into the precious metal space because they think it's going to make them rich, right? You think, oh, I'm going to buy low, sell high, I'm just going to make all this money. And the key here is buying precious metals, buying silver and gold and everything like that is meant to preserve your wealth, not create wealth. So buying silver, it takes the money that you just paid for that silver and basically compacts it into something that's physical, that it can grow in. Yeah, it may grow a little bit in how much it actually is worth, but it's taking your money and putting it into a space where you know it's going to be safe, taking it out of the bank's hands, taking it out of another person's hands in general, and you have it right here in front of you, and you know where your money is. So that's what gold and silver is really for. It's to preserve your wealth, not really grow it as much. And a lot of people kind of think, oh, well, I'll get a few, maybe 10 or 20 ounces, and then let the silver price kind of come up, and then I'll sell it, make a good little profit, and then keep doing that, which I'm not a proponent of. But if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I don't recommend it, and believe me, I'm not someone that you should be taking financial advice from, but honestly, I wouldn't be doing that. And right now is even more so. You should not be doing that, because just go, honestly, I challenge you guys, just go to a local coin shop near you and ask them, or just call them and ask them, say, how much would you give me for 10 1 ounce generic silver rounds, and see what they say. See if they say, oh yeah, we'll give you a spot price, or if they actually say, hey, we can't give you a spot, we'll have to give you 2 back of spot. Because that's what I've been hearing a lot recently. And with the Britannias, the Maple Leafs, Libertads, and then of course the American Silver Eagles, yeah, we're used to seeing $8, $7 to $9 really dollars over spot, sometimes 10 with the American Silver Eagles, depending on where you go. Now we're seeing $3, $4 over spot. And that's not just in one isolated area, that's in a lot of different places. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of mention and kind of get it out there that right now is a bad time to try to sell your silver. Right now is the time you need to be holding or buying, because silver is still fairly low. It has come up, it's over 24 now, but right now is the time you need to hold that, because it's just not worth it trying to sell right now. The selling market is very low. It's a very off, I guess it's kind of like offset from where it was a few months ago, to where you could go in, buy some silver, sell some silver, and it kind of, equaled out as far as like how you wanted to, if you wanted to sell some to buy some or whatever that may be. Like right now, just for a good observation, if you take 5 1-ounce silver rounds in a 5-ounce bar, which I don't have a 5-ounce bar here, but a 5-ounce bar you can buy for way cheaper than you can 5 1-ounce rounds. And that's, we've talked about premiums and stuff before for those, and it really doesn't impact a lot, thinking, okay, because I can buy a bar for a little bit less than I can for these rounds. But the thing that gets the caveat there is that if you have a 5-ounce bar and you have 5 1-ounce rounds and you go to sell, then with the 5-ounce bar, yeah, you paid less of a premium, so you got it for a little bit cheaper. But then when you go to sell, they're going to pull you back a spot to pay you back, since you paid less of a premium. If you have 5 1-ounce rounds, you'll get a little bit more because of that premium. So it's offset based on what type of silver it is. If it's that, the generic rounds versus the bars that have a lower premium, stuff like that. But I've been seeing it more and more. The premiums for these are starting to diminish. I mean, it's getting to a point where it's becoming kind of a problem. And well, I mean, if you want to sell, if you're really needing to sell silver right now, it's not a great time. And I don't know when that might get better. Hopefully by the end of the summer, I'm hoping that this kind of gets us out of this and we kind of start to trend up a little. But as of right now, it's a buyer's market and a holder's market. You do not want to be selling in this market, because you'll absolutely lose all of the value you had in your silver. I mean, if you're holding it, it's still the same amount, but when you go try to sell it, these shops have the silver, they have the inventory. So when you go to sell, they're not going to give you as much money because they have that on hand. They have people coming in selling. So they have that, and they don't really need much more. So they're going to just offer you, hey, maybe best bet for your generic rounds would be spot. And that's not the greatest. I mean, it is something. I mean, it's $24 per ounce, but still, I mean, honestly, right now, my recommendation would be to hold. And if you can, buy some more. But yeah, right now it's just not a seller's market. And I just wanted to bring that up because I know there's some newer people around, and that's fine. I mean, that's awesome. I'm glad you guys are in the space. And I just wanted to help you guys understand that you got to follow the market, and you got to follow the ebbs and flows of it. Sorry about that. But you got to follow the ebbs and flows of it, because sometimes the market will be to where it sometimes makes a little bit more sense to sell a little bit of silver and sit back and wait for that price to come down and then buy. Because say you may be able to sell 5 ounces and then a month later buy 10 ounces from that money you got from the 5. So, and that takes time to get there, and it takes a lot of research, but it can happen. You can get there. And that's kind of what I've done to build my stack over the last year basically. But I just wanted to get sat down with some silver out here and just talk about this, because I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about it. And I've been out in the, real world and looking and talking to people, talking to LCS owners, um, talking to the customers that come into the LCS, and just seeing what, hey, what are you selling for? What are you buying for? Why are you selling? What are you doing this for? And I've gotten some pretty crazy feedback, and the way that they're doing this is that they're just having so many people come in, flood the market, that right now they just got too much silver, and they're like, well, I mean, if you want to sell me your silver, that's fine, I'll buy it, but I can't guarantee you that it's going to be, you know, at spot at all. So I mean, that kind of pushes a lot of people back, but it kind of should. They're trying to tell you, look, I have too much silver right now, and you should not be selling it right now. So your LCS is really trying to help you by saying, hey, I'll give you $2 back of spot. You're supposed to say, no, I think I'll just hold on to it and wait, which is the correct thing to do. But some people will just sell it anyway. And the fact of the matter is, you could have waited a month and then tried to do that, sell that again, and you may get $2 over spot. So really, the message for today is just keep watching the market, keep your eye on the market. Right now, it's kind of in a weird fluctuation point. But yeah, I mean, especially for the new people, just keep watching the market and make sure that when you get to that point that you want to kind of sell some stuff, that it is a seller's market. And it, talk to some people, talk to some LCS people, and just see what you got going on. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had a little glitch in the outro, so I had to redo it again. But anyway, I wanted just to reiterate, the silver giveaway is going on. We hit 100, so I have the 1 ounce in there so far. Looking to put 2 in there. But anyway, this has been T Chill Silver and Such. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.